Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a long day for everybody, and we're just about to start the awards also. Interestingly, you would know that Rahul ji is on the jury as well. Sunil ji was also on the jury. And we'll talk about the awards when we start the awards. Right now, I'd like to start the session by asking you that, you've worked in several different kinds of projects. How do you craft those characters?
Okay. Thank you, Jyotsna. First of all, I'd like to thank Business World and all of you for inviting me to be on the jury and as well speaking over here and having me here today. It is an honor to be amongst such fantastic creators. Like Sunil just said, this fantastic room. There's some lovely creators over here. Well, they create lovely concepts. When we create characters, then it's actually, for me, it's a very complicated question. Because we're talking about what characters? Are we talking about a character in film or in theater? We'll come to that later, I think. Yeah. Let's take a film character for the moment. What I like to do is I like to sort of get into the skin of the character. Okay. I like to go backwards from, read the whole sort of journey of the character from the beginning to the end, what I'm doing. See where we are evolving and where we are reaching, and at what point, what is the graph of the character. So if you're going like this, for example, if you're going like this, and if you take this scene, then I know that the graph is here. So I try and create that. And for me, ras, or the essence of emotion, is very important. So I have to grasp the ras of what is happening with the character before I get into it.
So how do you research your character? You get the script, the filmmaker tells you, okay, this is what it is, and as an actor, I'm asking you.
Well, as an actor, every actor is always observing. We're always observing.
So even people you're interacting with on a daily basis?
Every day, every person that I'm interacting with, there is a little machine that's going over there.
Very interesting. And you're recording
everything. Oh, I like this gesture. Oh, I like the way this person's sitting. Oh, I like the way this person walks. Or his twitch is very nice. And so you don't know where you're going to use it, but it just sort of goes there into one bank, and then at some point.
And does it come up?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yes, of course. As an actor, you have to first observe, only then you can act.
That is true. So you worked in theater and you worked in, commercial cinema. How different is it?
Very bluntly put, cinema is a director's medium. You are just one more among the 1,500 kind of different elements that go into it. And if I just take the first few elements, which is the sets, the costumes, the writing, the direction, the lighting, the props you're using, the way you're sitting, the situation that you're put into, the location that you're in, you're the only animate object in all the inanimate objects. Therefore, a film actor becomes the biggest superstar.
Okay.
Because he's the only person that people can relate to. He's the only human. Right? So, as a film actor, I'm only a director's actor. I have to follow what the director tells me. If he tells me to walk from here to here, I have to do that. Then I have to imagine in my way, how would that guy walk? Is it a 14-year-old kid or is it a 95-year-old man? That's the only work that I have to do. But if a director tells me you walk from here to here, I don't know what sound he's going to put in, what is the sound design that's going to go in later, what post effects he's going to put in. So that's a film actor. Also, like I said, there's a graph. There is a scene where I begin from, let's say, my marriage and come into a place where I'm shot dead. And you arrive on set the first day and the person says, we are shooting with the death scene. We are starting with the death scene. So how do you trace your graph unless you've studied before and done something and come? So I'm a director's actor if it comes to cinema. But when you're in theater, then it's entirely an actor's medium. Entirely. Because the director sits with you for a month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever we rehearse. And at the end of it, he can do sweet nothing except switch off the lights if he doesn't like it. Because then I own the stage, I own the floor, I own the audience, I own the public, I own everything. And it's what I'm doing that makes the whole difference, not what the director's done before.
I'm going to ask you a very difficult question now. Which do you like better?
It's a question that can be asked of Krishna, किसको माँ ना कहूँ, यशोदा को या देवकी को. एक के घर पैदा हुआ and the other one has, brought me up. So it's very difficult. But yes, my first love remains theatre because that's my medium. I interact with people in 10 seconds. I have them.
Yeah, there's more intimate sort of interaction with the audience, isn't it?
It's also very live. It's also very, cinema is, you're on a screen.
That is true. Yeah.
Here I have a live interaction with everybody, so it's much more pleasant. And
Can you tell our audience a little bit about how you started, why acting, and how you started? Would you have done something else? And if so, what would it have been?
I have a very old story which says, and I keep boasting about it, but I've never seen it though. I've told people if somebody was to pay me $10 million a day to sit in an office from 9 to 5, I wouldn't be able to do it for a minute. So I only know this world, even standing or lying down or whatever. It's impossible, So what got me into, I was about 6 years old and I was, the son of an Air Force officer and I was in an Air Force station and there was a fancy dress competition. And at that time, of course, all Air Force kids whose fathers were pilots dreamt of being fighter pilots. Dreamt.
Yeah.
I didn't say we wanted to be, but we dreamt of being fighter pilots. I still would love to fly a fighter plane. But I remember I won the first prize in the competition. I was playing a bengan, a brinjal.
Oh, how sweet.
With the cotton thing on top and everything. And I was handed a mic to receive the prize. And of course, I didn't know what it meant to be an actor at that time, at the age of 6. But I knew from that day onwards that this is where I'm going to be, in front of everybody with a mic in my hand.
So the Bengan moment.
The Bengan moment, yeah. That's why this Bharta is there.
That's good. It's good. Be grateful to the Bengan.
Yeah.
But if you hadn't done this then, was there ever a possibility that you won't? Did your family ever say, no, do something else, maybe have something else in your mind?
It's impossible. I don't think I could have done anything else. I don't think I can do anything else. I can only work with the arts. Yes, I would have worked with the arts either as a director or as an actor, but I would have been between these two. That's it.
Okay. So of your latest projects, or let's rephrase that, of all your projects that you've done, the movies, which has been your hardest role as an actor and why?
See, like all the other actors before me today also, everybody would say the same thing to you, that each of the roles are a different challenge. There is a different approach to each of them, and all the roles are tough. But you can't say hard, you can say challenging. There have been lots of roles that have been challenging. There have been lots of roles that have sort of pushed you to look at things. There was one I was doing, one TV series I was doing very long back, which was very frustrating because we were 5 of us trying to be 5 males with one lady, and that was Deepti Nawal, and she was playing a modern day Draupadi. And so it was a very complicated shoot, and philosophically and even emotionally it was very tough. And we kept going wrong because just a slight nuance would make one character go into the other, and we couldn't do that. So that was a challenging shoot. Working with, of course, French directors is another challenge. If they say your call time is 17:37 and you have to be on set at 17:23, it's 18:23, and if you're not there at 17:37 in your car, you get a call from the chief assistant director and says, "Sir, please don't be late."
So stressful.
Even though you're ready at 18:23. But, it sort of throws them off. So, yeah, that's another challenge to work.
So in your career, and you've been doing this for such a long time now.
Yeah, it's been 40 years this year.
That's awesome.
84. Yeah.
That's awesome. Can I ask you, what have been the challenges that you've faced?
The greatest challenge is to keep going on.
Yeah, like you were asking.
Like I was asking Siddhant just now. Every actor goes through this. But I must say I was very lucky. When I was in second year college in Delhi University, all 40 of us failed.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
All 40 of us failed. So I learned how to deal with failure very early in life, you know. And it was a great step up because I was doing economics honors, didn't understand the first thing of economics. I still don't. Money is the last thing I understand. But from there, I had another year to repeat, you know, and as youngsters, you know what happens, you know, all your pocket money is stolen. Pocket money used to be some 12 rupees a month or something at that time. Even that was confiscated. We were grounded. One scooty which was allowed to us for once a week, even that was gone. So what to do now? So I said, okay, let me do something. And I used to play billiards professionally. I said, let me go play billiards. And I said, I can't keep playing billiards for a whole year. So let me go learn some German. So I went to learn German at Max Muller, and Max Muller said, we are full up. And I said, okay. So then I went to the Allianz in Delhi, and the Allianz Française said, oh, we have one last seat left. So I ran home to get some money, and that was the only money allowed because it was for education. So I came to the Allianz, and they said, we have a scheme going on that if you stand first in your semester, your next semester is free.
Oh, that's it.
So it was great because I did 5 free semesters after the first one that I paid for. And I got a graduation degree in economics and in French at the same time. And in that year itself, 1984, there was a group of people who were ex-students and professors at the Allianz who were forming a new theatre group called Chingari. I think you heard one of them early morning today, Rajat Kapoor. And we all did a play together in 1984. That was our first play. And that's how my life shifted, and I became a professional actor from that year onwards. From that moment onwards.
Yeah.
So failure is absolutely essential to any kind of success.
But also, like you said, the motivation to keep going when you kind of stall. So
That's the motivation, you know, that, well, once you fall, if you fall into a pond, you have to just keep going as deep as you can till you hit the bottom. Then you push up with your feet and you come back up.
because there's nowhere else to go.
There's nowhere else to go.
That's true. Okay. So I'm going to ask you now, one film that you really, really enjoy and you'd want the audience also to watch.
It's very tough, very tough. But yes, I would love for all of you to watch the film that Siddhant and I just did, which is called Kho Gaye Hum Kahan, which is has just come out. I think it's a brilliant film made by a very young filmmaker, beautifully written, and a very, very, very relevant film in today's times.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I don't play a very big role in it, but the people who are acting in it are fantastic.
An actor you look up to?
My God, there's a whole pantheon of them, lots of them.
Such as?
I can start from Belmondo, De Niro, Nasir, of course, and so many others. Lots of people.
Okay. Please tell us, before I let you go, I think we've got just a couple of minutes left. Can you tell us about your upcoming projects? What are you working on?
There's a film that should be out soon, which is called Sarfira, which is based on Captain Gopinath's life. It's a Hindi remake of a Tamil super hit called Surarai Potru with Surya.
And when does it come?
I think the 12th of July, they've announced it as the 12th of July.
Okay.
Then there's another film with Tiger Baby Productions called Ground Zero that should be out soon based on the Parliament attack.
Okay.
I think another couple of months that should be coming out. I just shot a web series, but that'll take some time. And I'm working on currently producing directing and producing a musical on stage.
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
That'll be really, really good. Great. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time, and I'd like to thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.